Hi everyone, Wendy, Spanish Crafter here. Welcome to my little craft room in Spain. Carrying on from using scraps, I am on week 3 and today I'm going to empty my scrap tub. Do you remember I showed you this last week and it's just full of bits of paper and lace and offcuts. But first, this is what I'm going to be making. Now you've probably all made snippet rolls, and I try to make them in different colourways, sort of yellow, a pink one, green, orange, purple and a blue one, and this is sort of mixed. This is like a very long one, and I always use usually packaging from Amazon, but this is a paper carrier bag from Primark. And so I've just torn it into strips and I'm going to start covering it. But first I'll just tip this box out. There's bits of paper, bits of lace, bits of vellum, offcuts when I was cutting that lacy top up last week that I got from the charity shop, bits of collage paper, napkins, chunks of cotton. When I'm ripping some strips of material, get like all the threads off, I just pull them and put them together as well. And also this morning I've been doing a masterboard for another challenge, so there was all these little bits of excuse me, bits of paper. So I'm just going to put those to one side and work on a couple of strips, and I'll cover the tops up first. So I need some sort of glue for a base. I'm not using too much because I've just pricked myself with my pin. I will be going over it with my sewing machine. So I'll just put 2 together and we'll just get started. I usually like to put a base down of sort of napkin. This is one sheet from a three-ply napkin, because I was decoupaging the masterboard this morning, so this is one of those. So I just scrunch that up, put that down, and that just gives me a sort of base to build up on. And I'll do the same on this one as well. So as you know, I film on a Saturday, so it's quite busy on the road today, so forgive the noise of the traffic. I film one Saturday and then publish it the following Saturday. So there we go. So that's sort of got the base ready, and then I shall start sticking some of these bits on. So, in fact, I shall use some fabric glue as well for this. This is 3-in-1. So I literally just put a blob of glue on bits and start. And thread of glue there, so I shall layer on that as well. Put some bits of paper. And we'll try and keep this one to oranges and yellows, and try and do this one sort of greens. Put some bits of paper down. Get the torn edge. I'm not going to wing any of the edges. Sometimes I do. I'll just not bother with this one. And honestly, last time, I'll link the video of last time I did this, and they don't really look anything when you first do them, but once you get them onto the sewing machine and you put a bit of zigzag stitching on, it really does make it look so much better. And a bit more of that green paper. There's some yellowy paper. I know it's got a bit of red on, but This is some bits of paper when I was away in Alicante a few weeks ago. I found some beautiful wrapping paper, and it was all about Vicenza in Italy. All pictures, so I'd ripped up the pictures and like this, and I used those as well. I honestly try not to let anything go to waste. Even bits of card like this, offcuts of corrugated card, got texture on, so I'll use the textured side. And then when I feel that I've got enough down for the base, I get my pack of, I have some trays at the side of me that's got some bits cut up from G-Care Happiness in Crafting, and I'll stick those on. But that's not stuck down, let me stuck to my finger. Stick a few, I'll save the vellum to stick with the pictures. I bet you're thinking, what the heck is she doing? What a mess. And I wouldn't blame you, because I think, yes, it probably does look a right old mess. I'll stick some of that netty bit down. I'll stick some material on here. Just see what else I've got in the scrappy bits. Let's put that over there. Right, where are we up to? That doesn't seem to want to stay down. Is that stuck on there? Yeah, I stuck that on there. A little bit of green paper here. Stick that one on. Right, there's a few more bits of green here, which I may as well use them up on this one. I've not really got any more bits of yellow, so I'll get the pictures out now and let's see what we can find. Oops, some are falling on the floor. Let me just stick my pin back in this glue, and I'll stick to using the fabric glue. Right, let's see what we've got. Here's some images with yellow on, so I'll stick that on. These are on very thin paper, like normal photocopy paper, which I feel is a bit too thin for toppers, so I've just put them in here because I thought I can use them on things like this. The more you smile, the better you look. That's quite nice. Then I shall find some butterflies, and I'll just see if I've got anything in blues for the other one. Get myself in a right mess here with my glue. There's some beach quotes here that I've got from somewhere, I'm not sure. They must have been left over from a kit, but I'll just stick a few of those on. Before I take it to the sewing machine. Right, let's just put those bits away. See if we can find some more bits that are suitable colours in here. It's part of an envelope here, an airmail sticker, so let's put that on somewhere. There's a ticket that's blue, so that can go on. A butterfly, it's greeny blue, turquoise. Stick that on. Can go there. See what else we can find in this little pot. I've got some words. I think these are from Artie Mays. So with the coming of spring, I am calm again. So that can go somewhere. Let's put it that way. Just trying to get that under there. And I'm trying to find some butterflies now. There's a nice big orangey coloured one. Stick that between the words. And another ticket could go. In fact, I could rip that in half and put that there, and the bigger piece down here. And I just feel I want to put something. I'm going to put a piece of the vellum under the ticket there. And I'll put one under the ticket, under the words. Like I said, all this will be getting done on the sewing machine as well. So that could go just under the airmail. Fantastic way of using all your, honestly, your tiniest of scraps. Just get them all stuck on here, and once it's got a zigzag stitch on, and I always keep a black or a dark colour on my sewing machine so it stands out against it, and it really shows up. Here's some blue ones, let's stick these on. Put Voyage next to the airmail ticket, and put this one. I know we're going to cover that bit up now, but it doesn't matter. No, yes I will, leave it. I was going to say it's a bit lilac, but it doesn't matter. That's going to cover too much up if I stick that on. Let's get some more numbers. Where can we put there? And I think now that is enough, and I'm going to just switch the camera off for a minute, take it to the sewing machine, and then I shall be back. Okay, so I'm back and I've just stitched them on the sewing machine on a zigzag stitch, and I start in the middle at the top and come down across, up one side, right across the top, down again and across to the middle. So I've got 3 rows of stitching on each one, and then I just pull the threads over to the back and then just leave them. I'm just looking for my pokey tool. That's there. She says that's not going to come through. There he is, I think. Just so you haven't got any loose threads on the front. That doesn't want to come over. So I'm going to carry on making a few of these and empty this scrap box totally. If there's any bits you don't like, you know, of the tissue or your backing bit, you can just pull them off. Like here, it overhangs a little bit too much, and there. Like I like these scraggy edges, like that. Now the other thing I do that I think can just finish it off, I have loads of buttons. A lady from my craft group gave me a bag full of buttons. Like even those bits I've just pulled off, I will use on my next roll. Just bear with me 1 minute while I find, there they are, my tub of buttons. And I sat one night and I tied thread through a lot of them. And I just use normal crochet thread. I've got different colours like this, it's quite strong. So I just thread them through and tie a knot in. So I keep those at the ready. So then any bits on here that I feel are a bit of a gap, I'll just pull some buttons out and then stick on where there's a gap and I'm not too keen on it, like there possibly, and down here, there. And I'll put one in the middle without any thread on, just because it's a nice yellow. It goes quite well with the colour. So that just finishes it off a little bit. And then the blue one, I do have a few blue buttons in here, so there's no thread on them, but I'll just put one there, one over here. And then have I got any suitable? There's quite a dark one actually, that's quite nice. It's like a pearly, mother of pearl in the middle. And then there's a tiny blue one with some brown thread on. Stick that one on there. Oops, not sticking. There we go. Okay. That just finishes up. You could stick gems on or pearls or anything, absolutely anything. It's a fantastic way of using all your tiny scraps, and I shall be back next week with some more. But you could do these in a long roll and just use them to make pockets or just little clusters on the corner of your page. Absolutely brilliant. I use them quite often as belly band. Stick them right down top and bottom on a page, and I think they look great and I love making them. Let me know in the comments what you do with all your scraps, and please subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you next week. Bye.